semi-quincentennial of America, 250 years. 250 years young.
200? You don't look a day over 100, America.
Do you know any bicentennial babies? Because they never shut up about it.
Bicentennial.
They turned 50 this year.
Oh, like people who were born on the... No, I don't know any.
All you 1976ers, we get it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have heard of this. Yeah.
I don't think it's them so much as their parents made a big deal about it.
Because they had the babies that were the bicentennial babies.
Yeah,
and they were
because
probably
Gretchen was a bicentennial baby, and then all the bicentennial babies in the family would take pictures together every year. It's like, okay, who cares?
Okay. That's very America. Like, my family didn't care that much about the history of America to take photos with bicentennial babies.
Yeah, and like, you probably don't recall this either because your family definitely wouldn't have bought into it, but at that time the style as a result of this, fucking Betsy Ross shit was that all of the furniture became like old American, fucking revolutionary style, like that old.
I am aware of this era of furniture and home, like.
That's why.
You know what? That is really interesting.
It wasn't cute.
I do know exactly what you're talking about. And it's more of like a southern, like Midwest kind of thing, where they all had those like spindly looking chairs and like
everything. It was so hefty and like dark wood and ornate and so ugly. But it was very popular.
If you do it right and
they didn't. I can assure you they did not.
No, my house growing up was in do you remember the Italian Tuscan phase of the 90s?
I mean, but that sounds so nice.
Where everything was like grapes. Everything had grapes on it and like wine glasses and like that kind of look. That was heavy in our house.
I guess if I had to pick, I'd go with that.
Yeah, it definitely looked like 90s, like Tuscan Italy kitchen was like a thing, but it was,
We should have like a poll, which is worse.
Yeah.
Bicentennial era
Americana furniture
versus Tuscan.
Basically Olive Garden.
Ooh.
It's kind of Olive Garden style. You know what I mean by that? Like
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're here, your family. I get it. Say no more. Speaking of family, I hear yours is growing.
My family is growing, or grew by one. This weekend,
Adoption.
Amy and I did that thing where we're like, we're just gonna go look. That is a sure way to end up with leave with the dog, if you say that. So we went to this street fair that was happening in the town, and they had a dog adoption, little area. And Amy had already done her homework and found the adoption, like the rescue that she wanted to like a reputable rescue place that she wanted to adopt from. And then we get there and she goes, also, I should tell you that I already filled out all the applications online and I already submitted our letter of reference, everything like that. And I was like, yeah, we're just going to go look. We had no dog stuff at home. No houses were prepped for this. But we went to the adoption fair and there was a little pen that had 6 little border collie puppies that were just the cutest little thing, like border collie mixes, just black and so cute, and just those puppies are just so excited. And then to the pen right next to it was the mama. And everybody's giving all the puppies the attention. And Amy points out this mom, and I lock eyes with this dog. And when I say it was done, like when you know.
It was like, I can imagine like slow motion and then like heart surrounding this dog and then like Dreamweaver.
Yes. I dream. That's exactly what it was like with you. Yes, it was. And she was just the cutest thing. I put my hands inside the like between like the wire of the pen, and she rests her head right on my hands and does like the dog hug thing and leans her body up against the pen. And I'm like, I look at Amy and I'm like, this is our dog. I burst into tears right there. She's being all cute. I'm like, she knows I'm talking about her, huh? Are you coming and saying hello? And she is just the sweetest little thing. Yeah. And I am so in love. She has all of like the calm temperament, like a like mutt and mixed breed, but all the smarts of a border collie. And she is like, looks like a border collie, and she's so freaking cute. And I named her Luna Louise, aka Lulu.
Funny. Lulu.
Yes. Lulu.
Wow.
Yes.
That's nice. Welcome to the family, Luna.
I
Louise.
love her. And I also call her Luna Tuna because I was looking up names I was thinking maybe since she came from a Native American reservation, she was a stray on there. And so I thought maybe it'd be nice to give her a name that was like a native name or something like that. And Toona in Hopi, I think it is, means fox. And so I was like, well, she looks like a little fox. So I'm going to call her Luna Tuna.
Why she got to wear that cone?
Because she just got fixed. She just got fixed and is still and I can't believe they did this. She didn't have a cone on when we went to go visit her, but she had just been spayed 2 days before.
I don't love it.
And she's at a fair with hundreds of people.
I don't love it.
And you just had babe? I don't think so. That is too
great.
much. Too much. So I said, you must be so stressed out. That is a lot of activity. So we
What
had.
if I took you to a carnival after your hysterectomy?
I mean, that's what I said. I like that. That is crazy. That's so she didn't even, and they didn't even give us a cone. I would have liked a cone for her, so we had to go, we went out and got a cone because we're like, she can't be, they
I'm
of course
glad she found you guys.
I am so glad. So now I am taking her to do all of the herding dog trainings because she has it in her. And I took her on a little walk by the horses and there were some goats out there and she did all the moves to go herd the goats. And I was just like, oh my God, there it is. Her natural instinct. We gotta get you trained and hone those skills. And she is gonna have so much fun. And those are the kind of dogs where like they like a puzzle and an activity.
Yeah, they like a job.
I'm gonna teach her and train her. And I already got my like little clicker. It's my dog training tool with all my treats in my pocket. So we're learning about clicker equals treat equals good.
You should try it with me, maybe.
Yeah.
Like one of
Yeah, I'll give you a glass of wine.
Right.
Say something nice.
Yes, I could be trained, or just give me some hungry root and I'll be happy forever because it's the best. I don't know if you guys heard, but if you, like me, hate grocery shopping, meal planning, cooking dinners that take forever, Hungry Root is the solution. It is like, it's a godsend. And we always say how like there's so many different types of meal planning kits that you can order. But this for me is the best because it's like grocery delivery and meal kits in one.
Yeah, best of all worlds.
Yeah, best of all worlds. And they have every meal. So it's not just like, here's your dinner for the week.
Right.
It's like,
and then they like have crappy breakfast. No, this is a good, whatever you want. And I love, sometimes I'm in the mood to do like the full meal and cook and it feels really nice. But other times I just want that, open it up and throw it in the microwave.
Yeah, I don't want to think about it.
I don't want to think about it. Or like for lunches and stuff like salad bowls, they have all that.
They have all of that. It's great. If you're thinking about like, even just thinking about the upcoming school season or finishing out summer where you're busy, you have all these activities or your kids are going to camp or whatever. It's just like one less thing to worry about. And it's so nice because like I said, it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, desserts, and then
grocery
groceries.
staples.
Yeah. So, and you can customize it if you don't want protein, or you want to make it vegetarian or vegan, or you don't want certain ingredients. Some people don't want certain oils or whatever. You can do that. It's super easy too. You just swap it out. And you're going to love Hungry Root as much as we do. For a limited time, you get 40% off your first order, plus you get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/braincandy and use code braincandy. That's hungryroot.com/braincandy, code braincandy, to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. And these are like super great ingredients too. This is like
their black bean brownies are my favorite thing.
Really nice. Like, and like sweet stuff that isn't bad for you. It's crazy.
Yeah. Love.
Well, welcome Luna Louise. I hope she's tolerant of our bullshit.
Oh, absolutely. I know she will be. She
That's
has to be.
That's all we ask, really.
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember a few weeks ago I was talking, I think it was an Atlantic article where John Krakauer wrote a piece where he was talking about his book, which was, I think it was Pulitzer Prize winning, Into Thin Air, about his trip to Everest that resulted in catastrophe. And he was saying how when he wrote Into Thin Air, the intention was to dissuade people from going to Everest. And he was coming at it from a point of view of someone who totally loves climbing and is one of these like obsessives. And so it wasn't like just someone like me being like, why are you weird? Right. He gets it. He knows why it's addictive and important. He's like one of these people that I don't understand. But he's saying after he experienced this catastrophe in 1996, doing an article for Outside Magazine where dozens of people died that season. And I think on his particular day, it was like 9 people died. God. And he barely made it out. He was saying, like, we need to rethink.
What are we doing here? Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
And so after we talked about it and covered it and I had read that article, I thought, I got to read Into Thin Air.
Oh, okay.
And like, obviously we are biased. We think it's a lot of these white, rich, tech bro types that see...
Am I hearing a cat?
I'm sorry. She brings me...
That cat is so loud. I know how these microphones work for canceling like the noise in the background, and she's throwing her voice.
I'm filming because usually she'll come in, and it's probably right outside my door. But when she does that, that's Ethel. I know.
There's a treat.
There is a treat, but it's a stuffed animal that she thinks is something she killed, and it's like her way of being like, "I love you." And I always go out and it'll be just like this, like stuffed.
Something you bought.
Chipmunk or whatever. I'm like, I know I'm impressed, Ethel. Luna, can you believe this shit? Okay, so anyway, so we get annoyed with the type of people who tend to be the mountaineering people and these people that'll pay like fucking $25,000
for somebody else to carry their shit up a mountain just to say that they didn't.
Yeah, they hire a Sherpa or a guided expedition company, and then get up to the top and are like, whatever, I did it. Because I mean, no matter how you get up there, it's hard and it is risky. And as evidenced by his book, I mean, several of the people that died that day were guides or Sherpas. So it's not like they are free of risk either. Anyway, my God, I just cannot believe.
Worse than you even imagined and thought. Oh, my God. It is, Sarah.
And I listened to the audiobook, and I think part of it was him trying to say, like, hey, I know a lot of you naysayers, meaning us, think we're just, adrenaline junkies who want to brag that we did this thing. But it's horrific. And it takes like months. I really didn't realize how much time they commit to this because you have to adjust to the altitude and stuff for so long that like, it's not like you just fly over.
Right.
And get your poles out and the fucking.
Well, I know what happens when people come visit me in Denver and they have altitude sickness and
their breast implant starts squeaking.
Right. And we're only a mile up. We're this is only 5,000 feet. What the hell is Everest at?
I don't know, but I do know that base camp is like higher than we've ever been. And I didn't even realize that. I thought base camp was like at that bottom.
What's the elevation? Now I want to know.
Like I think base camp takes forever to get to by itself.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Wait, maybe we should be impressed.
Everest reaches an official elevation. Take a guess. People are getting full blown altitude sick. Now, if you go to Denver, you're gonna get like out of breath and you might get a little lightheaded and all that kind of stuff. But say you fly into Aspen, your chances are good unless you're drinking water like crazy, and you're gonna get altitude sickness. Like you have to really prep, and that's at about 8,000 or 9,000 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
give me a guess.
26.
29,000 feet.
29,000.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, it takes ages to get, even to just the ability to get to, what do they call it? Camp 1 or something.
Yeah. I want to know what the altitude of base camp is.
See,
oh my God.
You should read this book. I'm telling you.
Nuts, Susie.
In a way, it makes you more impressed, but in a way, it makes you more mad that they're doing it.
The highest I've ever been is about 16,000 for the final challenge.
Well, that's fucked up by itself.
And it was the kind of place where you take a few steps and you have to take a deep breath. You have to start, and then there were multiple times.
You're not getting oxygen.
No, there were multiple times during that final where I had to tell myself, okay, lungs, this is your new normal. Let's adjust to breathing here. And I was talking to myself like that the whole time up that mountain, which is why I got up there first. But I was, it's like having to have that talk with myself at only like about 14 to 16,000 feet. Base camp sits at 17,600 feet.
That's what I'm saying.
Holy shit. You're going to need time to just
rename
adjust.
Base camp because we all thought it was just like
you're
on the
almost
ground.
at the top camp.
Yeah. It's like you could.
That's really fucking high camp.
You got this.
Base implies we're at the bottom of something,
yeah,
not the fucking
that?
top of the high. Oh my God.
Okay.
Jeez. This is. It gives me almost like anxiety thinking about.
Yeah, and he's right in the sense that these people are nuts, and that what he's getting at is that the suffering is enormous. Jesus. That it is, even under the best circumstances, hellacious.
Oh yeah.
And so
you don't have enough air to breathe.
Right. You're more. Your body should be dying.
Yes.
So he's trying to say this idea that we're just adrenaline junkies is not accurate. But he's wrong in the sense that, yes, it is. It's just like a more bizarro version.
Is to me like the divers.
It's even weirder because that's still within one day. This takes weeks or months, and you suffer so much. And
who has the time?
Well, rich, white, tech bros.
You literally have to take half a year off to do this.
I mean, a lot of them do, or...
This is like when, I'm going on sabbatical. Is that thing?
Maybe, and maybe it's not... Maybe they do a lot of the training at home, and then they go for maybe 6 weeks, let's say. But still, most people don't have that privilege or whatever. So, no matter how you slice it, this isn't the oppressed class.
No.
Okay. No. Except for maybe the Sherpas, but this is... By the way, did you know that, that's basically their last name?
What?
Like, did you see that one that almost died recently? There was this Sherpa that went missing, and they had to and they couldn't believe it. They found him, and he was like crawling, and they were like, "We thought you were dead." And in all the articles, it was like Don blah blah Sherpa, and I was like, "What?" And then I realized, oh, that's like how they go. Like that's their name.
Okay.
I knew that that's their job, but it's like carpenter.
I mean, it's like or like blacksmith or whatever. Like
yeah, but they're like, I think it's like almost like a tribe kind of deal.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I know, but I just never knew.
I never knew either. God, I'm learning so much about a subject we already thought we knew a shit ton about. Yeah.
Right. So, okay, anywho, but even they are just sort of like, this is they are experts and they can be hired, and it's an important part of industry and how they make their money and whatever, but it's still sort of like all these like fucking entitled pieces of shit white people. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I don't know, man. When you hear not just the risks, but the sacrifices their families make too. Like one of the people on the expedition, it was like, oh, his kid was 9 and he had missed 7 of that kid's birthdays because of this climbing passion. And it's like, in what other universe is that your passion an excuse to be absent from the children that you've agreed to bring into the world?
Yeah.
It ain't great. And really that's his point now, is he's saying, I wrote this book trying to warn people and dissuade them from doing it. And to hear what lengths they go to and what all they do that is absolutely not natural to allow it. I would love it if they banned supplemental oxygen.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing. A lot of people say, like, if you do that, then it's not really, like, the people who did those first descents did it without that.
Yeah,
so
that's fucked up too.
Dude, that is...
Like, well, I'm not impressed, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's not hard. I'm just saying, like, hey, do it with nothing, and then we'll talk.
And even if you do that with nothing, and I just think it's so, everybody has a different like rubric, or different, like, what is success in life, what is something that we should applaud, and that to me is not, even though it is an amazing feat, I totally get that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's something that I'm as like if somebody told me, if I'm at a dinner party and somebody were like, I climbed Everest, I'd be like,
I would be like, red flag.
Okay, cool. And then talk to the next person about, like,
Guess what? Mr. Rogers did all his shit without supplemental oxygen, you fucker.
Yeah, like that I'm more impressed with.
Yeah. Because that's like every goddamn day.
Or like I think about, my friends who are like in like doctoral programs, or who have written articles and that kind of stuff. Like, I'm far more impressed with you guys and all that stuff than I am.
Because that can actually help somebody.
Yeah.
What that does, I'm sorry, but it is nothing more than egoism.
Yeah. That's
it.
And that's, you know what? I think that's it for me. It's egoism, and I'm never like applauding that.
Well, because now what?
Now what?
Let's clap.
Okay, so now what?
Okay.
I feel the same with stupid Elon Musk becoming like a trillionaire or whatever. I'm like, okay, now, okay, fuck it. I don't give a shit.
Well, and the people that are like, that tweet like, if you're a trillionaire and people are starving, that just makes you look like a twat.
You're basically a supervillain.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, how is that impressive?
It's not. And then asking the World Health Organization, how much would it take to eradicate hunger? Then they give you a real answer, and being like, okay, I'll just go on, keep making my fucking fire guns or whatever. What the fuck? Flamethrowers. That was like total ADHD, like come up with another word for it. I was like, what is that? I can't think of flamethrower. Quick, fire gun.
Fire guns. I'll tell you what is way more impressive, and that is how much money Rocket Money has saved me. I mean,
if you're not using Rocket Money, I don't know what you're doing, because
what are you doing?
You're probably wasting money on a lot of either subscriptions that you didn't know you had that you might need canceled, or bills that you can absolutely have renegotiated for a better deal.
Yep. I just got an alert that one of my bills to a internet provider seemed a little high to Rocket Money. And they were like, do you want us to renegotiate?
Yeah.
And I said, I absolutely do. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh, I love that.
And that's in their hands. I don't have to do anything. All I have to say is, get to work, Rocket Money. And they do it.
Do you know how much time that would take you if you actually did it?
Well, I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it either. I'd rather pay more to not have to go through that process.
I don't want to talk to someone and hear their pitch about... But have you tried this new feature? Oh.
Rocket Money, just handle it. Yes.
Yes. And that's what's great about it is this is something that it's a free app. I just downloaded it and then it saved my life. And then they handle everything for me and I don't have to worry about it because I don't have the time or inclination to do that.
No.
But I really do love saving money. So everybody's happy. And they'll tell you if you have maybe if you have double subscription, sometimes that happens. If you
that
do
happened to me.
Trial.
Yep.
Yeah. With 2 different emails or
two
something
emails
like
because I was doing that. Oh, let me get the free trial with this different email. And then I forgot. And then
the old, I'm going to outsmart them.
Right. Damn it.
Foiled again.
Right.
But they will just track all that for you and they'll cancel the unwanted ones and renegotiate ones that they think seem too high. And Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel those unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Let Rocket Money help you reach your financial goals faster. Join at rocketmoney.com/braincandy. That's rocketmoney.com/braincandy. rocketmoney.com/braincandy.
Yes.
Okay, so I would recommend reading Into Thin Air only because it really is crazy to hear what these people go through. And I mean, they're like, oh yeah, they lost some toes in their nose. They got
even that, I just
frostbite, and then their eyeballs froze. And I'm not kidding, it's crazy.
Nope. And the other thing you have to worry about, what's the snow blindness?
Yeah.
Where there's I don't need any of that.
It's nuts.
29. I'm thinking about what it feels like to even do a 14er, which I haven't even done, which is the mountains in Colorado that are at 14,000 feet elevation. Mm-hmm. I've gotten close at 13,000, stuff like that. And you feel it. Your whole body is oh God, I couldn't imagine double that.
And the lack of oxygen makes it obviously so that you are cognitively impaired.
Right.
And so if your cognition is compromised, and then this guy encountered tragedy and he's trying to recount it, and he is acknowledging that everybody's story is different and they mistook people for other people and they're trying to be eyewitnesses and they got it all wrong. And they're trying to compare to the people on the ground that were getting report. And you realize how are you, it's I always say about how they let you drive after drinking, but just not at a certain point. And so you're impaired and you have to decide how impaired you are. It's like that, but on Everest.
On Everest. No.
Times a gazillion.
No. And I don't think you could prepare for that. Cognitive.
It's not
decline.
Right.
No. Let's just stay under 18,000 feet.
Yeah,
please.
do that. All right.
Oh.
Do you know, I know you have this one-sided feud as I do with Amy Poehler. And I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I sense that you have a similar kind of something with Mel Robbins.
Oh, please put all, yes.
We hate blonde ladies with podcasts.
I mean, and I especially hate her because she poses as like this therapist-y, like I have all, anybody who's just like, here's what you should do. I'm always like, okay, no.
Sarah says, stop shooting all over me.
Stop shooting all over me. Yeah.
Whoa.
Knee deep in your shoots.
I wanted to know what you think then, since I know you have a one-sided feud with her. I wanted to know what you think about the controversy regarding her dumbass bestseller, Let Them.
Yeah.
If you're listening and not familiar, Mel Robbins is a podcaster who wears those big ass glasses, and she thinks those glasses mean she's an expert. That lady's an attorney, but whatever.
Right.
She wants you to know she's also your unofficial life coach, and she wrote a book that many white women loved, called Let Them. And this concept is about like, hey, somebody doesn't like who you are, well, let them not like you. Or somebody's not treating you right, let them, fuck them. You know, kind of like, don't worry about it. And that's a very appealing concept because we all have those things and people that like kind of are in the back of our mind that bother us. And it is freeing to think, yeah, fine, that's your problem. I'm going to live my life. It's a nice message. But the controversy, of course, is that there had been this other white lady who wrote a poem that went sort of viral. She was just like a normal lady who wrote like a poem that had that same refrain about let them. That Mel Robbins may or may not have seen. But then she wrote this book that was seemingly repeating this message that had gone pretty viral. And then, despite having lots of citations in her book and notes and references, not once did she say, like, by the way, I saw this poem that a lot of people really fucking love. And this, like, lady, she didn't really want anything, but she just was like, wait, hey, I think maybe
you were inspired by my
I think maybe that I had a hand in this.
Yeah.
This hugely successful revenue generating book. And so I'm just saying all that because I don't know what people know, but what do you think about that?
I think she's become like what is the word?
A white lady Joe Rogan.
She's like an industry herself. She's a product, like that a brand. That's the word I'm looking for. Like it's like a brand. I'm not even fully convinced that she's writing her own books like that. I think that this is a team. Because I know what it takes we both know what it takes to do a podcast, bi-weekly podcast that's like, to do what she does, you can't just do it alone. You have a team.
Even though we are.
I know. And I'm like, if I wanted to grow to Mel Robbins
I'm
levels.
like, I don't think this is bolstering your argument.
No, it is like, because we're
that's
maxed
why we
out.
Suck like this.
Yeah, we're maxed out on what we could do as individuals without hiring a fucking team. Right? So if you want to have that kind of success, all those, Amy Poehler's podcast too, there's people sitting there producing it, right? It's like doing all the stuff.
So you think maybe what happened is somebody came to her and said, here, okay, brand meeting, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's thinking about book ideas, maybe.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sure she's getting a lot of people are like, hey, you should write a book. We got a book deal. Let's do it. And then they want her to say, what do you want to write a book about? We've actually been approached in the same way.
Yeah.
If you were to do this or that, what would you do? And then maybe one of them was like, what about this idea? Do you think that's what happened? Or do you think she personally maybe either subconsciously or consciously had seen or heard of this idea?
She probably said it once and somebody was like, yeah, I should. And then,
You don't think she saw this or heard
No,
about
I think
this?
she probably did. I think what she should have done is put the talked to the author of the poem and put the poem in the very front of the book and had it be like a lot of authors do that.
Well, I mean, we're shooting on her because we really shouldn't, because I think this worked out great for her. She had to give $0 to this poor lady.
Yeah.
This dumb poet who's probably darling.
Yeah.
And now she can just say, no, I just thought it myself. There's no way to prove she saw it.
Right.
This was like the perfect crime.
It's a common enough of a phrase.
Yeah.
Where like I'm sure before that book came out, I said that. In session to people. I've said that before. Like, well, if I'm walking down the street and somebody just screams, "Fuck yeah, bitch!" Well, I just like let them scream that. Whatever, I just keep walking. But if somebody we care about, I remember having these conversations with clients. But if somebody we care about, we feel it differently.
So maybe
why do we do that? Da 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 da. And like getting into that whole conversation.
Maybe you think then that even if she had seen the poem, that it's such a general idea, sort of like the idea of like, what if?
Yeah, it kind of feels a little bit like that.
That it's like you can't claim ownership of it.
I think both things are true.
Uh-huh.
It's like that, and you also maybe were inspired by this woman.
Okay. It made me
what
think
do you
too.
Think?
Well, I think she probably saw the poem. I think she probably...
Yeah.
She very likely could have stolen the idea.
Yeah.
But she also is a lawyer and knew there's absolutely no way to prove that. And that it's so general of a concept that she wouldn't have to.
Right.
And that it would have been
that's what I think.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
Right.
And also it's sort of like I was reading this article. I think it was in Eater, maybe Grub Street, but it was about the fact that you cannot copyright a recipe.
Oh, what?
Yeah, like just ingredients.
Yeah.
And like meatloaf. Okay.
Right.
Like if I say
nobody owns the recipe
mine.
to meatloaf. Yeah.
Yeah. That you can't say it's yours. And so like if somebody else puts it in their cookbook, even if it's obvious that you kind of took it, it's not something you can.
That. I mean, it makes sense. Because
but it stinks if there is something that is clearly like your thing.
Yeah, unique and like,
which does happen, and then some.
Wow, anybody could rip off a recipe book from it. That is wild.
That's why
that you
we have
could
that
just
many
plagiarize
cookbooks.
the fucking joy of cooking. And
what if we did?
I know. I'm like, I'll go to my kitchen, just open it. There's my favorite oatmeal cookie recipe.
We should do it page for page.
Yeah, just be like the plagiarized works of the.
But I mean, that was determined that like the idea of a recipe was, it's just too. So like most people wouldn't want to appear like they're stealing it, so they might tweak something.
This is why the only way to share a recipe is not with they don't have recipe contests, they have bake-offs. Because it doesn't fucking matter what your recipe says, it's what you can do with it and how you put those ingredients together and how it turns out. And you could have the same, we know this from Great British Baking Show, or bake-off or whatever the hell they call it.
Right.
You could have the same exact recipe, same exact ingredients. Those are going to turn
outcomes.
Out very different.
Well, it's sort of like stand-up comedy. I could go up in front of an audience and literally do Richard Pryor's act.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't get the same. Right? Because the idea of a facsimile, exact replica, is false. There's always vibes. The audience isn't going to be the same people. The vibes in the room are going to be different. The temperature, the literal Fahrenheit temperature could be different and change the reaction.
Yeah, totally.
Or the political culture in that moment. So I think they argue that with recipes, but Mel
I
Robbins.
never knew that. That's a really fun fact. I like that.
So does Mel Robbins.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't like anybody who comes in with a prescription for how to do
yourself,
life,
Mel
because
Robbins.
it's so the opposite of what a therapist actually does. That we're not here saying, this is what you should do. Even though sometimes I really want my therapist to tell me what to do.
Yes. Sarah and I have gotten into like almost fights about this. which brings me to an important point, which is that this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Oh, yes. Excellent segue.
And if you need or want therapy
you want real support from real experts who have done the training, who have been to school, who are licensed and certified in all of these wonderful modalities.
BetterHelp would be a great option for you because they have over 30,000 therapists. Mm-hmm. It's the largest online therapy platform, and they have served over 6 million people globally. And really, so many more to go.
Yeah.
If my family is any indication. And so they are licensed in the U.S., and they'll match you with somebody that you need. Like if you want someone to help you with grief or relationships.
And if you don't like the person at first, you're like, I just don't really vibe with them. No problem. You could switch. I did that until I found my perfect therapist. Shout out to Sherry.
Yeah.
And you will find the right person for you because they make it easy to do that.
They do make it easy, and we all need that support. Even if life's going great, it's just good to have somebody that keeps you on track. And you, no matter what, like, I think there used to be more of a stigma about mental health support, but thankfully that is becoming less true.
Yes.
But even if you have some of that, don't let stigma stand in the way of that support. You can start your therapy with BetterHelp. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/braincanddy. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/braincanddy. Yeah, because I've said to you, like, it annoys me when it feels like the therapist, like it's a game where I would really like some insight and they're like, well, what do you think? And I'm just like, well, what do you think? And you said, well, it's like a personal trainer. They can't lift the weight for you.
Yeah.
And I say, well, no, but they should tell me how to lift it.
Yes, and they should spot you, and they should tell you what muscles we're using and all that kind of stuff. And I'll do that for my clients.
Yeah.
Well, I'll walk them to that answer. Or what works for me is I try to come up with a metaphor or something that's similar.
You're very good at that.
Yeah, and so they can be like, oh, that makes
hear what
sense.
you're
I
saying.
see how I can change that.
Yeah, you got to find someone that speaks your language.
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay. Moving on. Oh, this is it's not funny probably for the people involved, but it's funny to me. So, Patagonia, the outdoor brand, they have filed a lawsuit.
Oh,
again.
yes. I am involved. I am commenting. I am on Patagonia's website being like, I will not support you. I am fully on team Patagonia. Full team Patagonia. Like, you're not doing what you set out to. What is your, like, the motto and, like, the core values of the brand, Patagonia? This is a person who's trying to help that. What the fuck?
Okay, well, I am on the side of Patagonia.
Okay.
So, but I understand. Okay, Sarah is on team Patagonia.
Yes.
Who is a drag queen, and she is fucking fabulous.
Yes. And has done so much work for
the environment.
Yes.
Yeah.
And has been in support of all of the national parks, getting, like, supported, like, LGBTQ plus national park, like, rangers when they wanted to say you're not allowed to celebrate pride in the park. They tried to do that, and she was like, oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Patagonia and Patagonia, the company, coexisted for a very long time in harmony.
Yes.
And then they hit a bump in the road. I don't really know what sparked it, but this was in 2022. And Patagonia, the company, said, like, Pattie, hey, girl, hey, you got to stop, like, selling merch in our font and, like, with any of, like, our sort of logos and stuff like that. And they came to an agreement. It didn't come to, like, any kind of legal lawsuit situation. Yeah. And then Patagonia, who seems like a little bit of a loose cannon, she was, I think she thought, whatever, like, kind of like, it's fine. And she then started violating seemingly this agreement, selling merch with.
But here's what I'm under the impression that the merch that was sold that's in violation of their contract is fan art, is not actually Patagonia selling it themselves. That Patagonia's website has stuff that does not violate that looks very different. Like I saw the side-by-side of like the merch that's for sale.
Did you see
and
it from Patagonia?
But when you see the fan art, people who are doing the fan art out there, like they're doing whatever the heck they want, selling it on Etsy or whatever. And I don't know if that's even like in her control.
I think maybe I'm reading this in Vanity Fair. So like I haven't seen Patagonia's stuff and I haven't seen Patagonia.
Yes.
Which is funny to me every time. I'm just seeing it in Vanity Fair. And you could be totally right. But what it seems like is that Patagonia got a little fast and loose with the old settlement. And even now is being like, no, I refuse. Because obviously it is within Patagonia's interest to like not fuck with LGBTQ people.
Right.
Especially a nice person who's trying to help the environment that they're aligned with philosophically. And they keep trying to say that to be like, Pattie. And she keeps being like, fuck you, Patagonia. I'm going to sell these water bottles. And I may be wrong about it, but I mean, that's just my impression. But it tickles me. And it's so classically drag.
So classically drag. And I fucking love it.
Because she is not putting up with bullshit.
Yeah.
But she does say, Pattie says that she didn't believe that the conversation, like the settlement, was definitive of the future. She thought it was just for like that one thing that they were talking about in 2022. And that's ridiculous. And to be honest with you, like the problem is with any kind of like trademark infringement. If they were to be like, we get it, you're harmless, we think you're a doll baby, it weakens then their ability to go after anyone, even if they're like nefarious or whatever, not a drag queen that's super great. And so they kind of like have to keep doing it. And it's almost like they don't want to, and she keeps making them. Because I don't think it's like fan art.
It keeps coming down to like the third clause of whatever. There's like agreements that they have, and there's like the third thing, whatever number 3 on the list is. Patagonia's like, nope, I'm not doing that. And I don't know what.
Here's what works against Pattie. Patagonia, the company, is obviously named after the location. Right. And there's all these interviews from Pattie from very early in her drag career where she doesn't say, I'm naming myself after the location. I'm naming myself after the company.
Yeah. But here, see, there's also another drag queen named like Jan Sport. Yes, and Jan Sport did a great job. The brand teaming up with her, and they did a capsule collection. They are super supportive. Like, there are going to be drag queens with those same names. That's like the whole thing of drag.
Well, what do you suppose Patagonia, the company, should do? Just be like, it's okay as long as you're drag and you love the environment?
No, I think that it should be like, you can't use our like name and our logo, but you can still like sell
font.
merch. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sell merch as Pattie Gonia. Like, I think she should still be able to make money off the merch as long as it's not the same font or the same logo.
Here's the problem, Sarah. No matter what you think that they should agree to, in 2022, Pattie made an agreement.
Yeah.
So maybe she shouldn't have, but she did.
And she's in violation of that agreement.
Well, the agreement at that time was that she had to refrain from selling Patagonia branded products.
Oh, see, that
was real dumb, Pattie. You might be a great drag queen. You're not a great business lady.
Was it like when we do, a challenge kind of thing, or when back in the day, and we'd be under contract for like a year, and it's not like, okay, well, we can never talk about this again. You just can't do it within that window. Or was it?
Maybe that would have been a nice idea for Pattie, but that's not what they agreed to.
It was just forever.
The old perpetuity.
I knew it. I was going to say that, in perpetuity. But I was like, is that the right word? I don't know. I'm no Mel Robbins over here.
Sarah's not a life coach / lawyer. No. Anyway, I do think it's funny, and we'll see what happens. Maybe they can find a way to work together, because wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, I just think that it can be settled. Everybody wants the same thing.
I do think Pattie's making it real hard, though, I gotta say.
God
bless her. She's feisty.
And
here's a fun... Yeah. Wait, you want to say more?
Well, I think it, I want to protect the drag queens for getting to be able to make money off of their own names that are... Because I feel like it falls under kind of like parody law in a way. Like how SNL can make, it's not,
I know what you're saying.
Kind of.
But it's not.
I know. Well.
But I mean, I can, maybe
job,
they'll make that. But for real, maybe they could make that argument. Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah. Okay.
How'd I do?
Good job.
It's like hypnosis. Okay, this
Luna's
is a fun...
what? Where's my treat?
Right? Fuck this. And where's mine? Oh, here's my wine. Okay,
yeah, there you
I got
go.
it. Hold on. Okay, this is a fun little... I think this is very brain candy.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, you may have seen this. The, World Cup. Everyone's super excited.
Yeah.
The Japanese fans started this trend where the fans in the stand clean up all the refuse. Mm-hmm. And that is so nice.
We love that. Yeah.
Sarah hates littering.
I hate littering. Yes.
And these fellas mostly are really setting a great example. Mm-hmm. But as we have seen, their lady friends back home would really love it if this extended to domestic life in Japan. And they say, do it at home, baby.
I had to, when I first read that, I was like, what do they mean do it at home? Like, Japan has a reputation of being one of the cleanest places
no
ever.
Littering.
Like, my aunt went there and said, you've never seen cleaner bathrooms. You could eat off the floor. It's like such a virtue, cleanliness, and so
I
everybody
really love
wipes.
that.
I love that. Dudes are making all the women clean up at home, apparently. And all the women are like, why are we doing it? Why are you be like this back at home?
Oh, it's like, oh, you can do it.
Kind of making it make more and more sense why they have a declining population over there and the women who don't want to get with the men.
Exactly my thoughts of like, oh, that's why they don't want to have your babies.
Yep. Because the guys are going to like cuddle lounges and
I forgot about
all that. We talked about that a long time ago.
Lounges.
I don't know what the fuck you call them, but that's what I'm calling them for this.
Yeah.
And then they're like not cleaning up and not pulling their weight at home, but then want to go and like get claps for it on the world stage. I wouldn't like that.
Yes.
It would be the same as if men from America went to, I don't know, wherever the fuck, and started becoming super chivalrous, opening doors for everybody so much, or pulling out chairs. Oh, let me help you with that, ma'am. And treating women like all this. Women at home be like, are you fucking kidding me? The same guy who catcalled me when I was walking down the street? And
no joke.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'd be pissed.
Yeah, Japanese division of labor is the worst of all industrialized countries.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they have the lowest. In terms of ratio, Japanese men do less than any other industrialized country.
Whoa!
And yet they're picking up fucking Slurpee cups at the World Cup.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Where's your wife right now?
Right.
Probably scrubbing these skid marks out of your undies.
Ew. Ew.
It's so gross. Why did I go there?
Because you had to, because that's
it just
accurate.
feels very extreme.
Yes.
Because
I'm glad that the women are calling them out for this.
I know, but I wonder if it'll make a difference, because it does say the time spent doing chores for Japanese men is the lowest in the industrialized world. Okay, so for example, this is the statistic. Dual income households. This is both people are working.
Okay, good point to make, yeah.
With children under 6. Women spend 7 hours a day on household chores.
Oh my God.
While men spend less than 2.
Jeez.
That is a long time for both of them, but also like the difference between.
Yes, that's huge.
7 hours a day these ladies are slaving over these fuckers.
Oh my God. If I worked for 7 hours on my house, anything, I'm like, I don't know what other work I would have to do. And like, you can only organize so much.
Well, but I'm sure they're considering all household jobs.
Yeah,
cooking, cleaning,
everything.
Shopping.
Yes.
Schoolwork, everything.
Yeah.
And like, what? They clearly value cleanliness and tidiness, and yet they don't think it's their job. Do it at home, fellas. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to check out thebraincandypodcast.com. If you're forgetting any of our partner codes or URLs, they're all there. And patreon.com/braincandy if you want to check out all of our reality TV content. Yes. We thank you so much for your support. And if you don't want to do any of that, just leave us a 5-star review and we'll be happy.
We love those.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.